So here's the story behind the Asadachi song. I was literally looking at this Sony Clie device I was using at the time. It's Palm OS based. It's before people had apps on phones, before the iPhone. So anyway, I had this beautiful Japanese English dictionary translator, and it has a flashcard feature. So as was showing somebody the flashcards, and then she's like taps it a few times, then she busts out laughing. I'm like, what the hell? So I looked to find out what word's showing, and it was Asadachi. And the definition given was as simple as erection when waking in the morning. So I'm like, what the hell? Then I realized that Japanese was truly a rich and colorful language with a word for basically everything. And then some number of months later, one of my colleagues that I used to kind of call Mini-Me, because he's like maybe a percentage of my height but the same general look. And he had some Japanese clients and asked me to help him with some key phrases and words and such. So I offered, you know, konnichiwa's hello, konbanwa's good evening, and he's diligently writing this down in his little spiral binder. Given his interest in the pursuit of scholarly knowledge, I figured I'd share a bonus word. And so I wasn't going to set him up for failure, but I did tell him about Asadachi. And I did tell him what it meant, so he's not going to make any mistakes with it. So, I even wrote it in the bind. I wrote it in a spiral notebook with the kanji and everything. Kanji means Han characters from Han Dynasty times. So its kanji is the Chinese character set that's adopted into Japanese written language. So, I hadn't seen him for about a week and a half after that. Oh, there it is. But anyway, that's the song right now. Has stamina, of course. Okay, so anyway, yeah, you'll click the link or whatever and hear the whole song. It's quite hysterical, and it's also takes cultural and language learning into the form of a musical limerick, which is an excellent tool for expanding knowledge and wisdom. So anyway, he came back after this week and a half that he was absent, and then I found out that he had went back to visit his homeland of Canada. Now, his name is Britain, so clearly there must be a man named Canada living somewhere in Britain to balance the universe. But anyway, he did share a little story about his journey. He was sitting at the airport on the way out, and he saw two Japanese dudes sitting next to him. And then he looks over at them and goes, Asadachi! And they're like looking back like, huh? Nani? You know, and then just in case they didn't fully understand and appreciate, he repeated with gesture. He's like, Asadachi! And now they're like laughing, dancing, and buying beer all the way to Canada. So that's when it occurred to me from the story that in addition to reporting a general situation, that it can also be applied as a greeting, which I take as roughly equivalent to rise and shine or top of the morning. And so, in typical Japanese conversation, one might begin their day with an Ohio, which is very casual form of good morning, which just means early. But if you're being a little bit more civilized, you'll say Ohayou gozaimasu. And gozaimasu is make humble, honorific kind of thing. So it's kind of like honorable early, or basically, again, equivalent to a polite form of good morning. For about a month at the dealership, we were exchanging a new greeting where I just appended gozaimasu to the end of Asadachi. So it's like Asadachi gozaimasu, Asadachi gozaimasu, which is roughly equivalent to honorable morning wood. And anyway, that's the story behind the song. And so find the damn thing. Just search on YouTube, Asadachi song, or go to my page, Eric Hansen Music. Go to my Spotify and follow, because eventually it's going to be on there and you'll be notified. And that's just how this stuff works. So you'll learn a lot, and you'll be cultural, and you'll experience true cultural enrichment. And you might even get a little chuckle out of it.